Media and mic. I hope the mic is working. If it's not, then that's fine. I just try to explain it to them in a different way. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ready.
Okay, let's take another three deep breaths.
With our hands out, right?
No, no, no. You don't have to have your hand out yet.
Yes.
Cynthia, you should put that on mute. Gucci, Gucci. Okay. So, all of you guys, please put your hand out there like this, and put all your intention and all your focus in between your hands. And please nod if you feel something, like an energy between your hands. Like, try to focus on that. If you don't feel anything, that's fine. Or if you start feeling something, move your hands. You can just tell me, it's fine. Okay, maybe not. Let's do a different exercise. Okay? Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Okay. We're dealing with sensations here. Okay? And this is what we're gonna talk about because I'm gonna try to demonstrate how numbed from our sensations we are, which is key in growth. Okay? Close your eyes and focus on your breath. The in and out of the breath. In and out of the breath. The natural flow of breath. Okay. Now I want you to find the smallest sensation, the least strong sensation, the weakest sensation, and focus on it. The weakest sensation that you have throughout your body. The weakest, and concentrate, just focus on it. Maintain your attention completely on that sensation, the one that is so weak. Try to maintain it, but stay on the same area, the same spot. Just focus on that very, very minute sensation throughout your body. Now try to find another sensation the furthest away you possibly can from that point throughout your body, in your whole body. And find the weakest and the smallest sensation and feel, go back and forth and feel the two. Just go back and forth, but not rapidly. Take a few, like 10, 15 seconds in one, and then go 10, 15 seconds in the other. Try to visualize how minute this energy point is. Try to focus on it, hone on it, See it. Feel the cell. Try to feel the smallest sensation at its fullest and alternate from that point to the furthest you can possibly go from that point, another point where you could have a similar sensation and go hone in as well and see. I want you to see it. I want you to taste it. I want you to be there with it and see the how large it truly is or how small it truly is. I want you to hone on it. Going back and forth. Okay. Okay. You guys can open your eyes. That was very short, but let's see. What do you guys feel?
I stopped feeling anything.
What do you mean?
Like I focused on the sensations at first, and then after a while, I didn't feel anything
It
in
went away.
either spot. Yeah,
But did you hone on? Were you able to hone on any one of the points?
two different points, and
Yeah.
then I
Were
stopped
you
feeling.
able to dig deep into that point to like be close to that point, like your awareness be close to that point? Did you get there?
Mm.
No.
I got there in the beginning, and then when I started going back, I didn't feel it anymore.
Because it's so weak. Because it's so weak, of course.
Yeah.
Um. How when you were close to it? Tell me about when, like, where were the 2 points?
One was like in my nose. I was feeling my breath go in and out, and then the other was in my toe.
Oh my god, I did my toe too.
Yeah.
He said the furthest point from that, so I'm like my pinky toe is furthest
Okay.
away.
And when you
So
travel,
I
what?
felt I felt like a tiny pain in my toe at first. And so I was focused on that, and then I would go back to my breath, and then like as I would go back, I didn't feel anything in my toe, and then I didn't even feel my breath.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Erika, go ahead.
So I didn't feel any sensations. I didn't know what you were referring to. So at the beginning, it took me a while to figure out, like, you know. So I was like, okay. So I did my tongue, right? Because I was, and that was my first thing. And then I went to my big toe.
Okay.
Doing anything on my big toe. I guess I kind of felt like maybe the blood flowing a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but
And
that was
do you travel from your tongue? Do you travel to your toes through your inside? Do you see darkness going to there, or do you were your eyes open or were your eyes closed?
they were closed.
And how do you travel?
I just thought about my toe.
But so you saw the toe, you didn't feel anything on the toe.
I felt I kind of felt the toe, like I said, I'm focusing on my toe, and I was feeling, I guess, but there was not a lot of feeling.
Okay. And Vlad?
Okay, so the two spots was at first I had an itch on my head. Then, when that's I started like focusing on other parts of my body, like I could feel like my pulse throbbing in my left forearm. I was focusing on that
On where?
left forearm.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I don't know. I guess I pictured like all the different neural connections in my body and down from my head, arm.
Okay. Okay. And Chinito?
It,
We can't hear you, Chinito. You're
You're
on
on
mute.
mute, Chinito.
It's pineal gland and also my toe.
You
Three
focus
toes.
on your pineal gland?
Wow.
These are always there.
No, but do you feel it?
Yeah, I always have the sensation there.
You can feel it?
You can feel
You
your
can
what?
feel the how do you say you you can feel something around there. When you focus on there, you can feel it. Like when you put a sharp stuff very close to you, you can feel that sensation. That's the same sensation that you have or I have inside.
Okay.
So and then my toe,
And then how do you travel?
like flow, just go down and up and down and up. But I don't see. I don't know what you mean by see it
Like, do
or,
you
or
go in?
see
Like,
where
do you
you
see
are. I don't know.
darkness? Do you see darkness until you go to your toes, or was it
No, I don't
like
see
boom, like
anything. I
that?
just
You're my
feel.
toe, or do you go through your
I
body
don't
and
see
just
anything. I
okay?
don't know what you mean by see it. I just feel the flow.
Do you feel traveling? Do you feel like you were traveling, or do you feel like you just immediately change one thought to the next without making a transition?
Okay, so here is confusing part. When you said travel, are
Hmm.
you saying that you travel from your pineal gland to your toe
Yeah. Do
and
you do
see
you
the
transfer?
where you are
Do you went like
within your body?
and then you went to your toe, or do you went pineal gland toe?
I don't see it, but I just feel it.
Which one?
Like from here, the sensation, and then I move it down to my toe,
Okay.
and then move it back to my pineal gland, and then back to the toe, like
All right.
this. But I don't see anything, or
No, I
I
didn't
didn't
mean for you to see anything,
explain
but
it to
that's
you.
okay. That's besides the point. Okay, so let me tell a story, and then I'm gonna go back to this whole exercise, which I just made up anyway. I just wanted you guys to see something. I just wanted you guys to kind of you'll understand once I get to what I'm trying to say. The 10-day meditation retreat was a very profound, very difficult, very up and down kind of experience. One day you were the happiest you've ever been, and then the next day you feel like crap and you wanted to leave, and that day, I can't finish this. This is too much. To that same afternoon again being at a point where you are at another major high in your life. It's a roller coaster. It's truly a roller coaster. But this is what we were doing for the first 3 days, right? The first 3 days we were focusing each we the whole time we were focusing on this area, the breath. The first day, the first and a half day, it was just focusing on the breath, the in and out of the breath. Like you were a guardman, you were opening the door for them to go in and opening the door for them to go out. You cannot miss, your attention could not miss a single breath. It was very important for your mind to focus. The whole meditation, the whole point of this is to focus, to learn how to hone in your thoughts and the importance of your thoughts. Okay. So we focused right here. We were going the in breath and the out breath and just feeling it right around our right around here for over and over and over because it was that important that we needed the foundation for what was to come. These 3 days of honing your mind, of learning how to focus, to sharpening your brain. Anyway, then the second day, we were supposed to find a sensation, any sensation. At first, it was any sensation, the sensation that you feel the most, and you would feel it like if it was the heat from here, how the cold air goes in and the warm air comes out, which nostril it was going through from, right or left, left nostril, right nostril, but you could not control it. It was all about observing your natural flow, the natural body, working with the natural body. So you're supposed to in breath or out breath, and which nostril it went through, and why did it go through each one each day. Like sometimes it'll be both, sometimes it'll be one, sometimes it'll be the next, and it'll go out a different one, or sometimes even the same. It was odd. I never paid too much attention to that. And but you got to find any sensation just around here. You don't follow the breath or to your lungs. You just feel it here. Then we were supposed to feel a sensation. It was anything, a sensation. And then we went to the smallest sensation that we feel. On the fourth day, we expanded from this or area only to feeling something from the top of your head, feeling a sensation because you have sensations everywhere in the body at all times. If you are alive, anything that is alive has a sensation because it's aware of there is of it. It learns to become aware that it has vibration. We're all vibration, right? And we go to a deep level of scientific knowledge that atoms are made of energy. So energy, frequency, and vibration. So the vibrations that we have depends on the frequency that those atoms are vibrating at. And if you hold on it, if you focus your attention clearly enough, you can feel the vibrations, which is where I'm going to get to. So we started over here. We were supposed to start here. We're supposed to start sensations and try to feel sensations. The natural sensation is not something that you're imagining. We're not working with imagination. We're not working with maybe or anything. You had to find the the actual sensations that are throughout your body. So you will go around your head, and then you will go down to your face, and you will find spot like 1 inch sensation. And if you don't feel anything in any particular area, you stay there for a minute or two, and you find a sensation on whichever area you cannot feel, because you're supposed to feel every part of your body. But the true sensation, the true points of your body that arose naturally, not in imagination. Anyway, so you went from top to bottom, and then you came back, and you went from top to bottom, over and over. You had to feel, and the more you did that, the easiest it became to understand each sensation throughout your body. The sensations were tingling and were energetic, and you can feel the vibrations within your skin, because we did it for 6 days in a row for like 11 hours a day. We were doing the same things over and over, over and over, over and over, feeling the sensations throughout the body. And we were supposed to keep a balanced mind. No sensation is good, no sensation is bad. No, because it feels good means that it is good or you should have any craving towards it. No, because it is quote unquote bad means that you need to avert it and do away with it. It's just about being patient and about being still and knowing that everything is everything and everything is part of you, and you're creating everything that's within just as you're creating everything that is without. And that's what I'm going to try to convey to you guys today. Like the depth of where it truly goes. As much as I understand now, because I am learning, just as you guys feel like you're learning, I'm learning myself. I just feel like I came across something very important. I want to share with you guys. So you start feeling the sensations throughout your bodies, and the quicker you do it, the more you do it, the more you feel the sensations. And before, when I was doing this part only the first 3 days, at one point it came to a point where I had a very you're supposed to be focusing on the weakest and the weakest and then the weakest. And if a weakest sensation appear, then you focus on that. You have to focus them to learn to teach the mind to focus as much as possible on the smallest sensations. And I got to a point where I could feel to what I believed it was, because it was so minute and it was like a cell, like you could connect, like you could feel it vibrating, like you could, because even the small sensation became so strong when you focus on it. The energy that you put on it makes it stronger, but then you find another smaller one, and then you find another smaller one, and you focus and focus more and focus more. And then and then I felt another sensation. I think so around my knee, and literally that my thoughts went, or my consciousness went from this area that was so small. Because it was so small, it took like a long time traveling, as if it was in space, and I felt like that is the universe. That is a reflection of what I have inside, of course. This is what we all know. Anyway, that was that was the first revelation on how everything was literally vibrating within me, which is why I was asking you guys and to do that exercise and everything else. Now, um, you start going from top to bottom, and then you start to understand and not feel any pain throughout your body, and not attached to any sensations, and you're not avoiding any pain. You're just observing everything as it is. As you go up and down, it doesn't matter what you feel. You just observe it and you move on. Observe it and move on. When there's pain, you cannot focus on it. You observe it and then you move on, like you're scanning your body. It doesn't matter if it's good sensation. You're gonna have a lot of good sensations and a lot of really bad sensations. Just like ecstasy, you feel joy, you feel happiness, you feel like pain, and you feel I don't know, anger and frustration and anxiety and a lot of different things, because you're standing here and then you have to go meditate so much, and you have to do this and you have to do that. But then at the same time, you get out and everything is so beautiful, and you're just like, thank you, thank you. Just I must have said thank you at least a million times while I was there. I was so grateful. It was a sensations that just and I just not attaching to it, but I was just infinitely grateful for the universe. Anyway, start to understand that that is the root. These sensations that you have throughout your body, that your mind doesn't observe, doesn't focus on, doesn't we're too distracted to focus on those small sensations, which are the root of everything that takes place out here, in a way, because we have to utilize proper frequency in order for us to attract the frequencies to match what we want, and that is all within us. I'm going to get to that later also. But so you start connecting. Oh my God, I kind of lost my train of thought here. So we are going up and down. We're feeling the vibrations, and then you start feeling this nothingness, this connectedness, this dissolvedness, and the professor then tells you to to go through, as you're going through. Then you start going through the inside, so your heart, to your lungs, to your and to your throat. You go inside your body. You focus on every part of your body. So you start and then you're doing it up and down. That you are able to do it in one breath. You can literally scan your body and feel every cell of your body up and down with like one breath. It becomes that easy and that powerful when you are conserving all that energy, and you're creating so much energy, and you start feeling everything, because everything is starting to vibrate, and you're feeling the vibration of each thing, and it becomes like a wave, like it becomes synchronized, and you feel your body synchronizing, and then you can utilize your thought and make it go down as if it was ink on a bucket of water. It just penetrates when you understand the penetration through the fields of how everything is just a big ocean of atoms just floating. It's just it's hard to explain. It's just very hard to explain. But okay, once you get to that and you start applying it to real life, which is where we're going with this, and that's why I wanted to tell you guys and have this meeting, is because everything that we do has a vibration. Everything that we do requires energy, and energy requires a vibration to go forth at a certain frequency, and that's how we respond. My hand moving, the words that are coming out of my mouth, I am translating the vibrations. If I vibrate higher, then other words are going to come out that are going to be of more wisdom. And if I'm, excuse me, not as connected, other words are going to come out. Actions, anything. Okay? So beware of everything that you're saying has a vibration, everything that you are hearing has a vibration. And this is how we are playing right now the game of energy, and how energy is so important and how we can utilize energy to our advantage. Okay? I'm speaking, I'm creating energy. I am speaking to you guys, with you guys, through vibrations, right? You hear the vibrations of my voice and then you're translating it at your own frequency, your own, related to you, to how you're feeling at that particular moment. If you're upset about something and you're not very interested in what I'm saying, then it's going to vibrate differently than someone whom is very interested in anything, and you are understanding and you're vibrating. And then you're vibrating with your looks, your actions, your words, your gestures, your whatever, you are responding to that vibration that I'm giving to you guys. And it's a dance of knowledge. It's here you go, here you give me, I give you, you give me, I give you, you give me. And that's how we're going. That's how we are interacting through energy. Through energy is the only way. You're seeing my hands move, my my mouth speak, and the emotion that I'm putting into the voice, because you're hearing a tone. Everything is vibration. So to the depth that everything is vibration, and that's why we have to tap into who we want to become and speak like that person, dress like that person, think like that person, because that's what's going to draw you to it. But anyway, so we have that aspect. Let me see, the interaction that we have with each other, and that's vibration. And whatnot, and how we can manipulate it. We can feel, if we can make ourselves feel a certain way to receive information a certain way. We can, um whatever our mind clouds us at that moment is what we put out, because based on sensations. I think I had enough with sensations. Everybody's following me so far,
Yep.
more or less.
Yeah.
Vlad. Okay, so energy back and forth. One way that we can utilize this energy to our favor also, let's say from this conversation you step away and you're like, wow, that was actually quite nice. That was I think I understand something about the universe a little bit better. That's an energy, that's a vibration, that's a feeling that you can utilize to your advantage. That's why people tell you, as much as you can, think of whatever it is that you want, or to give you visualizations and all those kind of stuff, to put you in this energy that you're feeling through, let's say, this conversation, or a funny movie. Or, I mean, they have different frequencies, of course, but like a funny movie, or you had a very intuitive conversation with a close friend, or you got an A+ on an exam that you thought you were going to fail, or I don't know, you're getting married, or you're having great sex, or you are just exercising and you're creating this energy. They all have different frequencies, and when you're vibrating at these whatever frequencies that are not so normal, utilize that energy that you're feeling, that good feeling, and think about. That's where visualization comes into play. You shift your reality to that, and you put that feeling of this frequency that is similar to this. Because if you just, let's say, if you just feel good because you're driving home and it's a nice day, I feel I have a really nice feeling. It's very pure, very beautiful feeling, but it's not equivalent to a burning desire. So it's a different level of want. It's a different level of it's a different level of feelings that you would carry with with that. So try to translate it to, as much as possible, to something that's equivalent in desire. You have to try to match it. Let's say we finish this conversation and I feel like, oh, this is really nice. It would be equivalent to me getting a promotion, for example. That's how good I feel. Like, oh, it would be so nice. Oh, I feel like super nice. So then you start thinking about that promotion, because that's what matches, that's what goes along. Or you can also go up and down the vibrations, and when you feel good, it's easy for you to feel better. So you think of something to make you feel better. You start being grateful, feeling the wind or feeling something, and then you go up in that same level of energy, and then you can think of something even bigger, connected later on. It's like a game of energy that we're playing with each other constantly. And that's why we're told always to feel good, to think positive things, to do positive acts, because it starts to create a certain vibration within our bodies that we are going to later on develop into habits, because we live based on habits. Our whole life is based on habits. If I was born in China, I would be speaking Chinese, and I would have Chinese customs and beliefs, and style of living is all conditioned, is all based upon your ancestry, the vibration of ancestry, the vibration of your environment and who you've grown around with. So we need to learn to break through all of that, and that's why you need to dissolve. And the mind is so important in all of this, because we're constantly distracted. We're cold here, cold there. Like, we have to go to school. We have to go to do whatever. We have chores. We have the internet. We have the phone, and that is taking away our concentration on any sensation that we could possibly have in the body, to put it somewhere else, to put our attention in watching something, and then that's taking that is creating a void, because you may laugh and you may feel really good depending upon what kind of message you're receiving, but you have to make sure that give and receive is like a conversation, and that conversation is energetically in tune with what you want it to be, because it's an exchange of constant energy between everything. So the phone takes a lot of that. The TV, I mean, and they're good because you can utilize it for excellent things. So it could be a good exchange, but the distractions takes us away from our inner being, from our understanding of our true nature, which is spirit, which is that energy that we have within our bodies, that vibrates and has a certain frequency, which is how we can use that. So far, do you guys have any questions?
No.
Now you understand this is like, okay, we already know this. Yeah.
Um. Well, with the frequency, did know in a sense that you have to align yourself with the same frequency for you to be able to get where you want. And since everything is energy and frequency, you have to align yourself with that to be able to get it. So it's like, I actually heard something from Bob Proctor, I think is the name,
Mm-hmm.
today, and it's like a self for you to be able to get in touch with someone, you have to that frequency, or in that case, the phone number of that person to be able to contact them. Otherwise, you won't. Uh, so it's the same. Is that is that concept of aligning that frequency for you to be able to reach where you want to be. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I and I just I don't know. I don't because
So,
I
oh,
understand.
go
What? Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
No,
No,
go
I don't
ahead.
want to interrupt. I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
No, 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 no. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, I feel like I slash we have all heard variations of this before, and you always need the reminders. But I feel like I struggle with just getting to that. Like I don't I don't have 10 days to go to like a center to get to that point. Like I don't know. How do we just get there faster? I don't know. Because
uh,
I've actually seen this work. Like I've seen it. I've
and
experienced it.
that's what and that's I guess I'm repeating it, but that's because it just clicked. Everything started to like click, and I understood like it clicked so well. Everything fit so perfectly. So maybe I'm repeating myself is because I already knew this, and we had already spoken about it, but everything kind of just made so much sense that it was like I learned it anew, I guess. But okay, let me
Because
try to.
even the way you explain it, even the way you're explaining it is it's a it's you're explaining it in a new way that I've never heard before.
yeah,
So I definitely get it. It's just I don't know. I find it hard to get and maintain that vibration without having to go to an ashram in India and not speak for a month.
No,
Like,
but
and I think
it's moment to
go ahead.
moment. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just say I think that's why it clicked for you, because one thing is understanding or knowing, but actually practice
to practice, yeah.
difference. I feel like you actually understood it because you went through it.
Yeah, there's no like cheat
And
code there
right,
without.
so we know what, like we understand the, or have heard it before from, but you don't really practice it. And if you have done it, you don't realize it until but you don't. We haven't practiced it in like, oh, let me put myself in this frequency, get this. You just type.
hmm
Yeah, maybe that.
I think that's a struggle. I think we all know it, and like we know it on a theoretical level, and we've maybe even experienced it before in life,
Right.
but it's just maintaining that vibration more constantly
But
is,
you
I
that
think, the
okay, and
challenge.
I think that's okay. Very good, very good. Let's go from here, because I think that's where the mistake is. We're thinking about it in the long run. We're thinking at it like in this future, but there is nothing outside of the now. So how do you feel right now? That's where that's the core of this. How do you
hmm
feel right now? How do you feel right now? Can you feel your body right now? Where are your emotions? What are you feeling? What kind of energy are you creating at this very moment? Try to feel it. Try to go deep. Just sit back, take a couple of deep breaths again, and try to feel what you're feeling right now. Just understand it instead of intellectually. We're trying to do it. We're trying to do it at a physical level. Like I don't understand what you guys are saying. I don't speak the same language. Tell me through feeling. Communicate it through me.
To you.
No, 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 no. To yourself. Understand. what kind of vibration you're feeling right now. Like feel,
Mhm.
like go deep. And that's why it was so important for us to do these exercises, because it can easily get to that vibration, that feeling, that frequency that's inside of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So focus on what it is that you're feeling right now, and give it a moment. Take a deep breath and feel that now. It's not some hypothetical future we're talking about. We're talking about every moment. Every moment.
Mhm.
Are we doing it?
Yes, yes, you're feeling. You're feeling. That's the point. Okay. So I want you guys to don't think about some hypothetical future. Okay? Think about what am I feeling? What am I feeling? How is this conversation helping me? Then fine. Then how are we communicating? This is good. Let me give you an example of how it happens in a relationship. How it could happen in a relationship, hypothetically speaking. You know the love languages, right? Let's say
Yeah.
Mhm.
let's say one person speaks um gifts, and the other one speaks, I don't know, give me another one, anyone.
Acts of service.
Acts of service. But let's say that you having a fight, people are different, so you said this, I said that, I don't feel whatever about this, and then you have a swing of emotions, and you guys can think back when you're having an argument, how the energy flows. You can feel that because it is a sensation that you immediately responding to, because the energy becomes more powerful, more intense, more alive. That fire. Are we there?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this
You,
fire that we have is energy. So it can go up, it can go down. And how sometimes after an argument we can't stop thinking about it, right? And
Mhm.
it is very difficult because you're like stuck in that energy, because you're not manipulating that energy. You have it stuck, and because you don't know how to how to move that energy. And that's what I'm talking about in a lower level, and then it goes slower than that, so lower and so lower, and you have to and you start feeling this energy as it goes up and down. And when you feel you're in a way, in a position that you don't want to be in any conversation or situation, you stop and you observe your feelings. You it's a call of I forgot the law, but you stop and you can change the energy. If you're starting to feel bad, feel good within yourself. You don't have to just feel as good as possible. Change the vibration of the energy or what's happening, right?
Mhm.
And there's no more blockage, and the whole situation, let's say this person is still fighting or whatever, blah 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 blah, the energy stays here. But that energy is going to be bad for the other person because it's building up, it's not flowing anymore. You changed yours. And that's like in a situation at work or in a situation like wherever, you can utilize that, and you can see immediately a shift in the whole situation. In this in I don't know how else I can put it into words. Are you guys following?
Mhm.
Okay, that's energy. That's energy, a work. Okay, we all do it. We just don't know we're doing it all the time in this conversation because I'm so in tune with myself with from all this. As I go back into the routine, I'm gonna fall back into a lot of traits because he has to be a continuous. He has to be a continuous purification of the mind. And purification of the mind is the wants and the don't wants, the avoidance and the cravings. And we do that all the time. We do craving and we do aversions. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about also. We're going to have to change the way we speak, and that is habit. So it's going to be very difficult to break because everything is habit. Okay?
Hmm.
So, what I wanted to let you guys know is that there is power in assertion, and there's huge power in that. You guys know that too. I'm talking as if we haven't heard this a million times, but in power of assertion. So we're gonna stop saying I want, and we're gonna say I will. Because there is lack and limitation in one, and there's an energy flow that goes into that word, into every single word that we say, because everything is vibration, everything is vibrating. And I wish I could translate the importance of all of that to you the way I came to understand it. It was so profound, like a deeper level. No, not that I'm not saying that I'm like an expert, but it went to a level of experiencing it because I was constantly not clinging or not averting any sensation throughout my body, and that's the only feeling that I was having. That was my only focus, that was my only concentration. My body, the the constraints of my body were what I was feeling and concentrating on all day. And I began to feel these sensations as if they were part of me, and they are part of me, and they are within me. And I understood how it goes into each interaction that we have and everything that we say. So saying need or saying want are two things that we're going to stop saying, please. We're going to say I will. We're going to say if you want, if you're undecided, you can say I'm thinking about it, because that's a different it doesn't have any positive or negative connotation. It's just, you're considering it. It's another word. But we're not gonna say I need or I want. I want, it is, if I want it, it was done. We are powerful. We are okay. And that's another thing that I wanna say. So remind me of an affirmation. I need to say an affirmation for us. That's scientifically equivalent to wealth. But anyway, so every single thing, every single look, everything that you do, every movement, try to understand moment by moment, become aware of everything that you're doing. Try to utilize this energy, and the more you focus on it, the more energetically masterful you're going to become. Just as much as possible, just every moment try to understand what you're feeling, what you're doing, why you're doing it, you know etc. Just try to be as mindful as possible. And I know we've said this a million times, but this is just, you know kind of thing.
Hmm.
And then we're gonna say an affirmation.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I got this is great. I wish I could stay, but I have a Uber reservation. I gotta get going.
Vlad, okay, fine, Vlad.
I started late. I realized this is gonna be like a long thing, and I took it earlier today. But Erica will fill me in, and then yeah, we could have a one-on-one later with Rafi. All right, but
Well, it's
it's
gonna
great.
be bye, Vlad.
All right.
So, where were we?
We are, I guess you're like creating an affirmation for us, or you're like
Oh no,
basically
we're
we're
gonna we're
talking
gonna say
about
we're gonna say an
using
affirmation.
words like I will instead of I want.
Yeah,
Mhm.
or I need. Yeah. I don't
Mhm.
need, because those we need we have to understand that as another thing that we are part of source, and of course we know that. But I understand, like, how you understand it, like a different degree, of course, but we're still part of the whole. Is a drop of water different from the ocean? Yes, because it's a drop of water, but yes, it is part of the ocean. And the ocean is in that drop of water, and it has all the information that that ocean of water has. Do you understand? So that's you.
Mhm.
You have all the information, you have all the qualities of the entire ocean within you, because it's just made of a lot of you, and you're individualized. So we're individualized, right? In this vast I think I'm um where was I lost my train of thought.
I don't know what your next thought was, but you were talking about how basically
The part of the
we
ocean.
have we're part of the universe, and the universe is also in us, just like water is. A drop of water is in the ocean, but all of the information that's in the ocean is also in that drop of water. Like we
Mhm.
have access to basically the universe, but I don't know what the next. That's how I understood it, but that's I don't know what the next point
Yeah,
was.
you love that. You didn't really say.
So it so what one is, what one drop of the truth of one drop of water, right, has to be the same truth of the entire ocean, because they're part in the same. The drop of water cannot have a different truth than the ocean, because it would not be part of the ocean if it was a different, if it was that, right?
Hmm.
So that is the same condition as us. We hold the same truth, and um we are part of it. We hold the same truth. So we don't does God want for anything? Does God need for anything? Does God crave for anything? Does God void anything? If it was avoiding, if it was um anything, it would just be doing it against itself, because he is it all. He is part of the all. And the same with us. Anything that we avert, anything that we create clinging to, anything that we create any kind of attachment, and that's where attachment comes from. You can be what you will to be. The me present will to be the I in the future. Okay, I will be what I will to be, what I will to be, that what I create to be, what I intend to be, what my future version of myself intends to be. I will be what I will to be, and that is all part of that. Is that truth. If we hold that truth in our hands, we will be part of, or the equivalent of, we will have the same truth as God does. So let's hold those truths by trying to act in every possible way every day along
Hmm.
with that truth. I don't I can't say I don't want to go to work, because I'm saying I am not creating my future the way I want it to be. I don't want to have this car. I don't want to have this house. I don't want to do X, Y, and Z. I don't have control over me. I don't have control over my actions. I am affirming it. I'm sending a vibration. I am speaking it. I need X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. That's why let's help out each other, because I know I'm going to fall into it again, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm going to easily fall into the pattern of of not noticing how you vibrate. And there's a totally different vibration from saying I need or I want to, then I will. complete X, Y, and Z. I will take that vacation instead of I want to take a vacation or I want to go to the Philippines. I will go to the Philippines at some point. It's just creating determined steps and making yourself believe in this determination that you are who you want to be and vibrating as much as possible and watching everything. And it's so difficult. It's like it is it is so easy to forget. And I don't even know how to explain it. Do you guys have any questions? I don't even know what else to say.
No, I understood everything.
Mhm.
It's just practice. It's just practice.
Yeah.
And it's what's hard is this is we've built up these habits over 30, 40 years.
Hmm.
So it's very it so you don't even realize that you're in the same loop every single day of using the same words and doing the same action. So it's just, I don't
Now,
know, maybe setting timers throughout the day just to remind yourself to come back to this practice
Mhm.
of
That's
yeah,
why
just not.
that's why it's
who
important
you
to have
are.
those 10 days. I tell you. It
Yeah.
truly was 9 days because the last day you get your phone back, you get to talk to each other, and you get to like slack on the meditations. Like, oh, let's meditate for an hour now. Everybody just like looking at each other like you can talk now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was really concentrated, focused, affirmed, determined 9 days. And you get to slack a lot too because you have 4 hours, which is group settings. In those, you have to meditate everybody together in the room. But then the other the other 6 7 hours you get to meditate by yourself in your room if you want to, or if you want to be in the hall, you can be in the hall, or you can just go out into the woods or whatever. But they recommend for you to meditate,
Mhm.
doing X times. But if you have to meditate alone in your room by yourself, of course you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
But
We
four
need
times
we
you have
need
to.
a group at least a weekend. We need a group weekend where you lead us in like no phones and make us do this.
Hmm. I actually thought about that. I actually thought that it'd be a good idea to go for like just some good 3 days and us
Mhm.
just
And
digging
be in
into our
nature.
minds and sharpening our brain, which is it's like everything becomes so focused. It's like you get to see so much more, you get to understand so much more, and why I'm acting the way I'm acting, why I'm saying the things that I'm saying, and understand immediately what kind of creation, what kind of energy you're creating, because it just becomes
Mhm.
so clear, it becomes clearer. Not that not that I saw everything and everything now, and now I'm like, wow, everything, because there's a lot more to learn, there's a long road to go, but you get to understand like what kind of energy you're creating, because you dig so deep into your mind. It's anyway. Any other questions?
No, it makes sense.
No, this was a good reminder, refresher, like get it together, like
Yeah.
get it together because you already know this. Just stop
Hmm.
slacking, stop scrolling on your phone. Practice.
Distractions, and I think that
Practice.
uh, is one of the biggest problems because you can't, like, people usually are not able to be silent without doing anything. You have to grab your phone or TV, and you're not able to be in your head, and that's what you need to do, in a sense, not like overthink, but clear it, with nothing. And I'm
Mhm.
not able to do that, and it's hard because you always have thoughts. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this for work. I need to cook. I need to clean. I need to do this laundry, and there's always thoughts
Mhm.
that you're able to shut down all thoughts and distractions. I think it will open up more. your mind and be able
Yeah.
to focus more, I guess.
Okay.
Even during the day when I think about, oh, I should set aside time to meditate, I just don't do it. I just
Mm.
don't do it. Like I think about it and I'll have time and then I'll say, oh, I need to do laundry. Like I just don't do it.
You
And
know what I
because I should.
do it? I actually been doing it this for like 15 days straight because I do it in the morning. In the afternoon, if I leave it for the afternoon, I
Mhm.
work.
You been meditating,
But
Erica?
I've been meditating. I put the 10.
Congratulations. You did
Yay!
it.
And I've been doing it. I mean, it's not like great. It's only been like a month, give or take. But you have to, like, I'm taking that time for myself because it's for me. Just like you take time for work up and you need to be on time, responsible with your work. You can't be like, oh, I'm just not gonna go today. You do the same with yourself because you're more important than your job. So if you do it for your job or you do it for somebody else, why are you not doing it for yourself?
Mhm.
I'm looking at it like I need to give that time to myself. And if I want to accomplish a goal, then I need to put in the work, just like I put in the work at work, that I need to be there, on time and do this and do that. So, and the morning has worked for me. That's, it has that,
Mhm.
because after the morning, I guess everything happens and I don't get a chance.
Yeah.
So the affirmation, people.
Yes.
I want you guys to write this down, this affirmation. Not right now. I've sent it on the group chat. Don't worry. But I want you guys to say this to yourself as much as possible, as many times as possible, because this is the exact definition of the vibration that carries wealth. This is like a scientifically proven words matching vibration. Okay? And
Yes.
what and the truth, the drop of water can be tainted, but it holds its truth. And if we're trying to reveal our truth and and we're trying to nurture it into for it to come back to what it truly is, which is part of the ocean, we need to do this as much as possible. Okay? So we're gonna give this drop of water this affirmation that is revealing its truth more and more. Okay? This is the exact scientific definition, as I said, of the vibration of wealth. I read that in the book. That's what the book said. The book has a lot of scientific facts within it. I'm gonna trust that they did their job well. So I'm going to say an affirmation. I want you guys to repeat after me. Okay?
Okay.
I am whole.
I am whole.
I am perfect.
I am
I
perfect.
I am strong.
I am
I am
strong.
I am powerful.
I
I
I
am.
am
am powerful.
I am harmonious.
I
I
I
am.
am
am
harmonious.
someone.
I am loving.
I
I
I
am
am
loving.
loving.
I am happy.
I
I
am
I
happy.
am happy.
Okay, that's it. One after the other, we're going to say it to ourselves as much as possible. We're going to say it one more time. Okay? And I want you guys to feel it, to try and get in tune with the vibration of these words. Get in tune with the vibration of these words. Okay? Take a deep breath. That was a yawn, Chinito.
What?
Chinito was
What happened?
yawning.
Now I'm breathing a deep breath
Breathe
with my
through the mouth,
Like this?
right? The deep breath. Very deep.
All right, all right. So let's do this. One more time. Close your eyes and feel. Try to connect with the sensation of what you're saying, to the truth of what you're saying. Connect to your truth, which that is your truth. I am whole.
I am home.
I am whole.
And repeat it to yourself a couple of times. I am perfect.
I am perfect.
I am strong.
I am
I
strong.
am strong.
Continue to repeat it to yourself in your mind. I am powerful.
I
I
am
am,
powerful.
Relax all your muscles. I am harmonious.
I am harmonious.
I am harmonious.
I am loving.
I am loving.
I am loving.
I am happy.
I am happy.
I am happy.
Just feel it. Just feel. Just pure feeling. No images. Just feel sensation. Just focus on the sensation. Just stay a second with your sensations and your feelings. No thoughts, no imaginations, just the present, just totally as it is. Just understand this moment as it is. Just feel the moment as it is. Try to feel any emotions that you may have. Try to understand it. And if you can grow it, grow it. But feel sensations. All right. All right. I'm going to let you guys go so you can continue to focus on your energy and try to manipulate your energy. Feel however you feel. Try to use it for something else and see how you can transfer that energy. Try to move it around. Try to play with it and try to massage it a little bit. Try to massage that energy. Create energies and move it around and try to understand how to go from one spot to the other. And you'll see how it fits. You see how you start vibrating and it's equal to that what you're thinking. You need to come up with something that's similar in sensation, in vibration. Okay. Love you guys.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank
Mm.